Hi everyone, I've just done a little video for kind of recovering really from pregnancy, and this is why all of this is out. If you're wondering what this is a insulin pump. Goes in there, the cannula. People ask questions, it's good, I love it. I just thought actually I'd film it talking, because I didn't talk for the other one, just to run through some like basic ab stuff. So I did it for diastasis recti, which is that separation that you get of your abdominals when you have a baby. Now, just want to point out that people can get this without having a baby. It's quite normal to have a little bit of a separation above and below your belly button. But I just want to show you some upper abdominal work that I did and some lower abdominal work, because I thought you might find it useful as well, because it all helps support that pelvic floor. So, you're lying on your back. First thing I want you to do is tense your tummy muscles. So imagine you're pulling a belt together. So you're on the first notch, but you actually want it on the fourth notch. So think of those hip bones coming together. Now this isn't a tilt of the pelvis. It's not you pushing your tummy out. You want to kind of feel them coming together. If you've no idea what I'm on about, if you put your fingers, really dig them in, and you cough, you'll feel something hard push into your fingers. That's the same sensation I want you to get when you tighten up this belt. And it's tricky because you might just need to practice that. So if you get some tension in that and then let it go, squeeze it and let it go. So we'll come back to needing that in a moment. So hands now behind the head, arms nice and wide. Keep that gap between chin and chest. What you're going to do is lift your head and shoulders up off the floor, mat, wherever you are. I'm in my soon-to-be son's nursery, hence the stars on the wall. So you can do a breath in, breath out, lift your head and shoulders up, keep your head nice and heavy, slide your ribs down to your hips and back down. So imagine you've got a bit of string on these ribs pulling you to your hips and back down. Breath in, breath out. Keep that head nice and heavy. If you feel it in your neck, stop, have a reset, make sure that head's nice and wiggly jiggly, and you can come up, breath in and breath out. So about 12 of those, and you really want to feel it just below those ribs here to try and keep them down and strengthen there. Coming back to that tension in the tummy. If you can keep that tension in your tummy, breathe normally, you're not bracing, tilting, cheating, any of that jazz. I want you to imagine that your pelvis is in a vice. It's held together nice and tight. Squeeze those tummy muscles. You're going to do a breath in, breath out, bring one leg to tabletop. So tabletop is knee above hip, foot in line with knee. Bring it back down. Don't let that pelvis move. Breath out, breath in. Squeeze. So if you've got this sorted and there's no wiggling, you can always put your hands on your hips. To add the two together gets all of those six-pack muscles going. So breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Now don't rush to do this straight away. Make sure you're happy with one part and then the other part before you put them together. Because if it feels really easy, I'm going to do one more because my abs are still in bits. If it feels really easy, you're doing it wrong, is the general rule of thumb with Pilates. So I hope you find that useful. Any questions, let me know. Pump questions as well as ab questions. Hopefully I'll be posting a little bit more frequently now the baby has been extracted. Anyway, see you soon. Take care. Bye.